EU summit collapses over voting rights. Tony Blair says he won't play the blame game.
The fact is, we've got to find a way through. We've got the time to do it. And in the meantime, enlargement goes ahead.
The Queen leaves hospital after surgery. She's now recovering at Buckingham Palace. Stranded for 3 days on a remote beach, the British tourist rescued by the Australian Coast Guard.
Also tonight, the changing face of the food we buy. Does the healthy eating message mean we're abandoning some of our most famous snack brands? And in the Manchester derby, a double from Scholes sends the Reds back to the top of the Premiership.
Good evening. European leaders have failed to reach agreement on a new constitution for the European Union at a crucial summit in Brussels. The Italian...
Now, let's have a look at some other news briefly. Former army officers in the southern city of Basra have held an angry demonstration over what they say is a 4-month delay in the payment of their pensions. About 200 retired officers gathered outside the headquarters of the US-led coalition, threw stones at the guards inside and set up blockades of burning tyres. It's the first time that this running dispute has become violent.
The BBC has learned of an al-Qaeda plot to blow up the British embassy in Yemen, just weeks before the British consulate in Istanbul was targeted. 20 militants were detained 3 months ago by Yemeni intelligence officers. They confessed they were working on plans to drive a truck bomb through the embassy gates.
The United States is threatening to impose sanctions against Syria because of its alleged failure to act against terrorism. President Bush has signed legislation providing for sanctions if Syria fails to restrain militants, withdraw its army from Lebanon, or halt its alleged chemical and biological weapons programs.
Now, it seems we're taking notice of advice on healthy eating and changing our shopping habits accordingly. This year's annual survey of 100...
Now, let's check the headlines at 8:15. Talks at the EU summit have collapsed over voting rights. Tony Blair says he won't play the blame game.
The Queen has left the King Edward VII Hospital earlier than expected. She's recovering at Buckingham Palace after undergoing 2 operations.
A British tourist has been rescued by the Australian Coast Guard after he was stranded for 3 days.
And now for all the sports news with Sonja McLaughlan, and there's a lot of it tonight, Sonja.
It certainly is. Thanks a lot, chaps. We're going to bring you news of England's cricketers shortly, but we're going to start with today's football, where we've got new leaders of the Barclays.
Lottery time, here it is. The winning numbers in tonight's National Lottery are 1, 7, 9, 28, 33 and 39, and the bonus ball is 4. And,
do you have any?
No.
In 3 years, you've had, what, 2 numbers made?
2 numbers, yes, I've had a tenner once here, but I'll keep trying.
It'll happen. So one day you'll get them all.
And then we'll go out.
Excellent. Let's catch up on the weather now. Here's Rob McElwee. Rob.
Hello. The rain is just about finished now, apart from some pretty sharp showers for the next few hours. And
Hello again, you're watching BBC News 24. In a moment we've got Click Online for you, but first at 8:30, let's join Joanna for a summary of the latest news. Joanna.
Thanks, Chris. European Union leaders have failed to reach agreement on a new constitutional treaty for the EU after...